Is this jar full? How about now? Dang, it's still going. Is the jar full now? So Harvard ran the longest study on happiness. It's 80 years and counting. They found the highest indicators of happiness were the important things in life. This is represented by the tomatoes, which are your friends, your family, and your relationships in general. Secondary to that come the walnuts. These are represented by your job, your goals, your responsibilities. And then comes the sugar. The sugar are the material things, your car, how many followers you have, like what you're going out to do tonight, things like that. And they're all like, the little things are part of life, don't get me wrong. They're cool, they're just not sustainable indicators for happiness. So listen, if I were to have filled this whole jar with sugar first, yeah, you'd have like a pleasurable, like fun life, but like I would not have had room for the walnuts and the tomatoes. So here's what I mean. Yes, the small things are important. Yeah, you're gonna come home and watch TV, and you're gonna want to get that next promotion at work, and you know what I mean? Everyone has goals and things like that. These are important things and beautiful parts of life. But if we want a happy life, we're gonna need to put our friends and family and relationships first. And that's not a only friends and family kind of thing. This is a let's work on it. Let's prioritize it. That's all. See, personally, I find myself working too much and focusing on the walnuts, honestly. So next week, let's take an example, and first plans we could make or prioritize are friends and family. Sunday, easy. We'll find something Sunday. Or if you're at a distance, FaceTime them, something like that. Reach out, being supportive. From there, what could we do to go that extra mile to help us get that promotion or take care of those responsibilities you've been putting off? And then comes the sugar, okay? We are a society of sugar. We're prioritizing that way too much. If you're getting out of work and calling off to play 2K, yes, that's fun, and there's a time and place you can do that, don't get me wrong. If you did that all week and didn't spend any time with friends or family, you are just going to be more depressed based on the study of happiness from Harvard. So Harvard has studied thousands of people's lives, and this is what remains true. They found it's a deep happiness. This is not anything surface level. So for example, like you're spending your time watching a TV show, which you're heavily invested in, let's say Love Island. Great show. Never watched it. You're heavily invested, whatever it is, the video game or this new little hobby. It's fun in the moment, but then afterwards you might feel terrible for not calling your mom. And let's say you were supposed to take out the trash. Now we're on to the walnuts, the responsibilities. Or you were supposed to email somebody for work. And okay, then you do that and you feel accomplished. Don't get me wrong, that's great. But when you're on your deathbed, what do you really wish you did with your time? You wish you would have went to the family get together, you know, stayed a little extra longer and had that conversation and listened to the story your grandparents have said the fourth time. These are the true indicators of a good life, of happiness. So this is how this Harvard study has shown to prioritize your life. So if the tomatoes are friends and family, how are we gonna work on that? Like, that's not really even talked about in this big self-help space. I believe that being supportive is a big part of that. You being the better friend, working on being a better family member, you can reach out. And personally, I don't think you should put an expectation. I think naturally you will find yourself around people that support you. The more you're like that, it honestly changes people, from my experience, to be more supportive as is. But then you're gonna surround yourself with people that are more supportive. Calling your brother, your sister, your cousin, whatever it is, you know, how have things been, being a little, you know, just more positive, you know what I mean? Because we're a society that critiques a lot, and it's easy to get negative, and it's fun to roast, and it's fun to like be this, that, the other. And that's cool, that's societally normal, but it does sometimes feel a little corny or societally awkward to be just straight up positive and happy and give that compliment to a stranger. But I promise you, these are the things that are sustainable, and especially from my experience, are gonna make not only your day better, but sustainably, like I was saying, your whole life better. So go out, you know, pet a dog, call your mom, and live a more sustainably happy life.